I said this in one of my videos. Go to the villages. The goal, the overall goal is to get your PR. So why stay in a place where your chances are very low? The education is the same and recognized everywhere. If you want to come to Canada for a master's degree but have a low grade like second class, lower or 2-2 in your first degree, your OND or HND, then this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Even though I literally just changed outfit and recording this video after I recorded bringing your family to Canada as a student video. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. I'll link it somewhere here. I know a lot of people want to come and study abroad, especially Canada, because they have a very, very good immigration system and don't know what to do because their grades are low. I am here for you. Of a truth, Canadian schools typically do not accept HND for masters or PhD. Don't misquote me. I mean typically, and not that they don't at all. Usually, when you are checking or when trying to apply or when making your inquiry, you will find out that the master's degree admission requirements is usually a 4-year BSc degree. And in addition to this, addition to your overall BSc grade, some universities will also focus on the grades of your last 2 years of your BSc degree, which is your 3rd and 4th year or 4th and 5th year, depending on your course and your school. This video is going to shed a little light while I tell you some things to do to beat the odds and still study in Canada if you have a BSc grade, if you have a low BSc grade in your OND and HND. Because I have had a lot of people ask me recently about, that they heard that Canada doesn't accept low cgpa and they want to know their chances. That is why I'm doing this video. Here are some options to consider. The first thing you will need to know is that admission into the graduate programs, masters and PhD in Canada is very competitive. A 70 to 75% cgpa is the common minimum grade required. That is about 3.5 to 5 point cgpa scale. And also, successful applicants and those offered funding are usually those with higher grades than this minimum, and also those going for research-based program. Some reasons for this are there are just about 100 universities in Canada. Not all universities offer masters and PhD. Not all universities with masters and PhD have your course or your program. Sure you get. Then those offering your program will have a quota of students, to admit per time. And more students apply than the quota available usually. Just know that you can apply for a few programs. So always do your research before applying to any program. Check the application fees, because they are not refundable. If you are confused, you can send an email to the admission office about your grades and the course and the program you want to study. And if they give you a go-ahead, then apply away. Application fees are not refundable. I'm going to make another video on the admission process, admission application process and how to find schools in Canada. So what I'm going to do is suggest that, you get into the graduate certificate programs. Look for graduate certificate programs, also known as postgraduate diploma or graduate diplomas. These programs are suitable for those with low undergraduate grades or HND and HND qualifications. They offer benefits such as the postgraduate work permits that we are talking about and the opportunity to bring your family to Canada. If you are looking for an easy route to come to Canada with your OND and HND and low grade, the best thing to do is to apply to a graduate certificate or an equivalent. In some schools, they are also called PGD or graduate diploma, like I said. Graduate certificate programs are great options for those with low undergraduate grades or those who have ND and HND. If you want to go the harder route and still try your best to apply for masters or PhD with your 2-2 grade, you can. It is totally not impossible, but it is highly competitive and uncertain. Some people have done this in the past, so to be completely honest with you, they often have had more than just their grades. I don't know how to explain it. Now I'll be listing some things that you can do to get into the masters in Canada with a low BSc cgpa. This is not compulsory, but it could help. The first thing is research and publication. Build a portfolio of research and publications to demonstrate your academic abilities and your commitment to your field. This will particularly help you if you are applying for a research-based master's program. The next thing is finding a supervisor. It's not compulsory, but find a supervisor that will be interested in your interests and can sponsor you for sponsorship and graduate assistantship. Please note that there is a difference between graduate assistantship and fellowship. Fellowship is an external sponsorship. A fellowship is a research grant that you can get when you are in a PhD or master's program. Then graduate assistantship is from your department or faculty or your school. A graduate assistantship is a salaried student employment opportunity for graduate students, and this applies to both masters and PhD. Lots of people just confuse it and shout, I have scholarship everywhere. They don't know the difference. Please know the difference. Then get your relevant work experience. Gain, relevant work experience to show that you have practical knowledge and skills in your chosen field. This can also help compensate for your lower grades and make your application more competitive. The next thing I'm going to say is apply to lower ranked schools. Consider applying to schools that are not highly ranked. Lower ranked schools may, have more flexible admission requirements and could be more willing to accept students with lower grades. I said this in one of my videos. Go to the villages. The goal, the overall goal is to get your PR. So why stay in a place where your chances are very low? The education is the same and recognized everywhere. The next thing is the standardized test. Take standardized tests such as GMAT or GRE if they are required for your desired program. Performing well on this test can strengthen your application and demonstrate your academic abilities, even though you don't have plenty. Then a strong application document. Prepare a strong CV, a strong statement of purpose, a strong reference letter. This document should highlight your achievements, your skills, your potentials for success in the master's program that you want to do. Another thing is explore schools that accept low grades. Some Canadian universities that have accepted students in the past include Royal Roads University, Bishop's University, University of Canada West, St. Mary University, University of Regina, Mont Saint. I crammed this thing, so please help me. Crandall University, University of Prince Edward Island, Canadian Mountainite University, Brandon University. I think the application fee for that one is like about $100. York University for certain professional programs. These are just a few, right? Google will definitely show you more schools. And all I will say is research the admission requirements and work on improving your profile to increase your chances of acceptance. I crammed that in. As I mentioned earlier, the students who were admitted mostly came to the admission table with more than just their low grades. So check some of these schools, check their admission requirements. Like I said, improve your profile and see what you can do to improve your chances as well. Lastly, graduate certificate programs are not for those who have ND and HND alone or just because of low BSc grades. There are also programs that are very practical and offer hands-on training. Because of this, even students with 2-1, second class upper, and first class CGPAs can go for them if they don't want, a master's degree. Graduate certificate programs are most common in Canadian colleges. The duration of these programs can be a year or 2, depending on the program that you are doing and the school where it is offered. Recent statistics from the government has shown that we have more international students doing college programs in Canada. Masters help. Always remember to choose an approved designated learning institute that will make you eligible for the postgraduate work permit, PGWP, if you intend to work in Canada after your studies. It's not compulsory. You understand? So thoroughly check to the list of DLIs on the government website. Overall, while it may be challenging to gain admission to a master's program with low grade, it is not impossible. I'll just say build a strong profile, gain relevant experiences, target suitable universities or institutions, and you can improve your chances of studying in Canada. To apply for a study permit, you would need acceptance letter from your DLI. And for those wondering what this is, a designated learning institute is a scope approved by the provincial or territorial government to host international students. To check if a school is a designated learning institute and if their programs are eligible for a postgraduate work permit, check the description box. I would link all these plenty links. I will have plenty links there for you guys. And I hope you will find I hope you find this video very useful, and I hope I was, as clear as day. And I will just wish you guys success as you come to Canada to meet us to come and study. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck. Bye. Ankara. So anyway, this Ankara was gifted to me by Katiyeti on Instagram. She makes really nice ready to wears and you are sure big clothes. Shout out to you, HND. Thank you for Akinyemiju. Bye. Bye.
When I'm lost, yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience.